Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirisho here, and now, before we do begin, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, we had a number of things happen. We had Deku and Kara. These two have decided to adopt. Right now, a Bizarro is staying in their home, at the Kent farm. Now, another Bizarro is staying with the regime. Batman, he is still trying to discover a lot about what's going on. Right now, after he tried to hunt down Victor Zsasz for the murder of Alfred Pennywise, you had a lot happen. Batman was overwhelmed. Deku, he was questioning Zsasz to who sent him. Wonder Woman killed him and the regime took down Batman. But Barry, he wanted Bruce to be there to give Alfred a proper funeral. Out of respect, he ran Bruce out of the situation because they're all still friends, right? Now, you then had a lot happen after that. We had Raven. Raven was sent to check on the Kent farm, but Damien was sent after her. She checked on the farm and reported back there was nobody there. It was just Deku and Kara. However, Damien, his report, it shows a lot more. More than what Raven showed. Now, right now we do actually have Superman. He does sit there. As Damien, he does come walking into the room, and Superman, he does go look up. Right now, he listened to the world. He wanted to hear them talk about him. He wanted to hear them say he saved the world. He wanted to hear them say he was someone who was good. He wanted the people to tell him he was the man he was before. But they didn't. Fear, question, disorder. Batman incites it all. People, they don't believe the regime does the right thing, but he does. And right now, Damien, he will go to at least tell Clark, there we go. He would go to tell Clark that right now he does have a lot to show in his report. And right now, Superman, he does go to at least go back to focus. Him looking at him and asking if he found anything about Bruce. To which Damien would say no. However, the information he does have, it does pertain to the, other Kryptonians they found. Now, Clark actually does want to lean forwards, bring his hands out and onto his knees, asking Damien, going to fold his fingers together, if he can tell him what he found. There is definitely another Kryptonian there. It's Bizarro Kara, or what's the... No, that was right. Oh, okay. Right. But there's something else. What is it? I mean, I don't want to jump the gun or say anything that just sort of sounds bad, or I know she's family. Spit it out. Now, Damien would go to say it. The words Superman he would go to hear. He thinks that Duville Zod and Kara Zor-El have been intimate, that they have had a life together. Now, that does somewhat take Superman aback. And right now he does go to someone to look at Damien before asking him if he can repeat himself. And Damien will go to say what he said correctly. Now, what Damien said is quite simple. He believes that Kara Zor-El and Duville Zod are dating. But that wasn't what Clark heard. Now, Clark gets a little angry. And right now he does ask Damien if he's absolutely sure. I am. I saw them kiss. He and Kara. Yeah. I know it sounds bad, but they look happy. Going soft on me, Damien. No, just an observation. Something wrong? A lot. We still have no leads, and we're hunting down Bizarros now. I want to know what our plan is. Our plan, Damien, is simple. We'll find your father soon enough. How about this? We use the villains that are trying to team up with us to take it out and find your father. They know the city of Gotham very well, don't they? Maybe that'll work. Now, Barry doesn't step forwards. And right now, Superman, he will get a turn and see the Flash. Before Barry will get to say that he's not approving of this. And right now, Clark, he does get someone turn and look at Barry, his eyes glowing a bit red with anger. As Barry would tell Clark, they are superheroes. They don't work with supervillains. What Clark's doing is good. He thought what they were doing was good. He was a part of this for good. And right now, Barry, he is told by Clark, as Barry is going to run off. Barry, he may have a problem with it. But right now, if they're willing to turn their lives around, they can join. Now, right now, there actually is Damien, who does get to leave. He doesn't know if what he did was the right choice. Is that bad? Right now, he does have to go through his mind. Duville Zod is a respectable warrior. Person? No. He didn't understand Duville when the two first met. The two first came to blows. He thought a shiny little rock was his weakness. But he wasn't. He fought. He made it clear. He underestimated the Zod. That was his mistake. He'll never do that again. The Zod would have killed him back then. However, that stone saved his life. He wonders, though. The Zods become softer. But him, Damien actually turning and grabbing the wall, as he was going to press down. Right now he does feel it, the wall being a crack. He lost his temper a lot. The Kryptonian doesn't. Calm, collected, no wrath, no rage, no anger. He's seen it before. Data shows that Kryptonian's mad. A red lantern ring. That's what it was, wasn't it? That's what he saw. He saw so much. Now, it is a bit disturbing to Damien. Raven lied, but she's friends with them. She's allies with them. And if they become allies with Batman, they'll turn Raven. But even then, right now Damien actually turning, smashing his fist into the wall. He's still angry that Alfred died, that the boy he can't handle. Right now his rage is at a point. He didn't get to murder Zaz. That's what he wanted. That is what Alfred would have wanted. That being what Damien does believe. And right now we do actually have over with Deku and Kara. The two, they've been handling their guest. And it does seem a bit funny whenever the next day, Deku, him and Kara, the two, they're making breakfast. And right now Deku will go to talk about it. Him flying down and into the living room door. Him going to open it up and go to walk in. Expressing to them, he's got fresh eggs, as he does come walking to the kitchen, telling them. And he's assuming that Kara, she's been making the biscuits and gravy? Now, she will go to express that she has. Before she does going to ask Duville if it really took him that long to cook the eggs. Hey, Kara, I'm just saying, it's a bit hard to do this right. Besides, if you don't get it right, you're going to mess up so bad. Oh, come on, I'm sure it's not that bad. Now, Dakota going to bring up the eggs, telling her, as he would go to toss down too. She would be surprised. Now, Kara will get a turn and see it. As the eggs look weird. What happened to that one? That one got frozen in space. You let it freeze? Do you know how hard it is to cook an egg with the sun? Like, directly in front of you? Besides, Deku holding up another pile in his hand. This one, this one exploded. Hmm. Oh. And the other two? Deku opening them up, expressing. It's very strange. Sorta like hard boiled, but also well cooked. All you have to do is zoom by the sun pretty fast, and you got it just right. Now, Kara will go to express, them all sitting down for breakfast. As right now, Clark, he will go to land in the front yard. Now, Clark does look around, him walking up and opening the front door, as there is whenever Deku will go to turn his head. And right now, Clark, he does come walking into his old home. It's felt like years. We moved the furniture a bit. Interesting. Now, Clark does come walking in, asking them, as he has to see, well, Bizarro Kara. Bizarro Kara. Did I say Bizarro Kara? What the fuck? Okay. That completely broke my focus. Now, Renault Clark, he does get to ask if they'd like to explain that to him. And Renault Kara, she will get a turn, expressing to Clark, her going to stand up and tell him that she's staying here because she needs to learn a few things. Now, Deku, he actually going to somewhat stand up and put his hands onto the table, telling Cal, Kara's right. Right now, she stays here. Clark, he wanted to see what happens when Kryptonians develop their powers, right? They are still developing powers. Her and his Bizarro. So, bring them here and give it a test run. Let the farm be an experiment, a guinea pig, for the real world. What about Smallville? How about that? How about they use Smallville as a testing ground? Show them what life is like as a human there. He can see what will happen to the Kandorians in, what, a month? So, how about that? Now, Clark does stand there annoyed, before he will get a turn and look directly at Kara, expressing to her, he came here today to talk. His reports told him that there were 3 people here. He wanted to meet her. If he came here for trouble, he would have already shown it. He wouldn't have walked through the front door, would he? Now, Kara and Deku are a bit surprised. Clark, he's calm. Wait a minute, he's calm. Now, Deku just realized at first. He's angry. Calm with rage. No, that's, oh no. Now, Clark will get to tell Duville. He's here for another reason, though. They lied to him. And they lied about a lot. He wants to know if Duville enjoyed it. Enjoyed what? Don't lie to me, Duville. I know that you and Kara date. If that's what you really want to call it. Tell me. What's it like? I give you trust, and you fuck me over. You do this. My little cousin. Cal, I'm your... Don't talk, Kara. Now, Kara just stared directly at Superman. And right now, Clark, he looks a bit... mad. What's the right word? Psychotic? What the hell is he even talking about? Clark, let me be honest with you. What? I'd want you to lie to me. You tell me some sappy bullshit? It started 3 years ago. 3 years. Wow. Good for you. No, Clark. We were put in a city by Brainiac. We were confused. We were put in simulations. We were married there. You were there. Brainiac? Right. The guy you told me about. So what else? What exactly did you leave out? Now, Deku would tell Clark the full story. And Clark does hear about all of it. He hears about what happened. Right now. He is hearing it from Duvilzad. And it just makes him a little bit madder. Right now, Clark, he does start to yell at Deku, scream at him. He gets mad. Deku has something that he wants. He has a good life. He has a good relationship. He has something special that Clark lost. And right now, Clark, he's putting a lot of that anger directly at Duvilzad. And Deku, he does stand there just staring at Clark. Clark, he's gone off the deep end. He realizes that now. And Deku, he would open his mouth, asking Clark. If Clark's not here for just that, what? The fact that you decided to come home to the farm, make yourself a part of the family, that's not what I should be mad about? Clark, me and Kara do love each other. I'm sure you do. But if you two started this relationship 2 years ago, why not tell me? We didn't think that you could handle it. That's what you were gonna say, right? Handle it. Duval, I can handle a lot. I'm not some kid. You're right. You're not some kid. However, Clark, I do have to ask you though. Ask me what? Exactly how did they die? Now, Clark remains silent, and Deku does ask again. How exactly did their team die? And Clark doesn't say a word. And Deku does tell him. He wants to hear him say it. He doesn't care what the fuck happened. He wants to hear him say it. Or are some of the rumors the regime has true? You know, black sites, operations, manufacturing certain activity. He's heard those rumors before. But what about that one? Is their entire team trapped in the Phantom Zone? Now, Kara is a bit shocked hearing him say that. He's actually asking Cal this. Cal comes here pissed off, and Deku's deciding to throw fucking wood into the fire? Now, Clark does stand there before staring at Duvel. He doesn't say a word. He doesn't say anything. And Deku does tell him, get the fuck out of their home. If he did that, tell him. If he's gonna answer him, say it. Say what happened to them. Say how they died. Or walk out of here and kill their friends. Now, Clark is going to tell the Bizarro that it needs to come with them. And right now, Deku is going to turn, telling Kara that she is not going anywhere. Stay there. And now she would go to look down at her plate, which is empty. Now, Bizarro, Kara, she actually was going to bring her fork up to her mouth, her starting to chew on that. And that actually is where Kara should start to at least advise Cal to think about this. And Clark, yeah. He does do something that both the two don't expect. Right now, there is where Clark, he was going to walk out of the room. and two agents of the regime, they do come walking in. As one of them, they do get to toss a green stone. Now, Deku, he's a bit shocked to seeing that. Him going to blast it with his heat vision, as right now there is over, he does go to bring his hand out. Him grabbing onto a chair and chucking it directly at the person. Now, right now there actually is Superman. He walked outside and started hearing gunfire. And then there was whenever Duville, he came charging out. Now, Superman, he got struck across the back. And right now Deku, he sent him flying into the distance towards Smallville. And there actually was Kara. Kara tried to help her Bizarro counterpart. And right now, the two, they attacked the people here. As heat vision was used, and the house, yeah. It got a little burned in the, well, gunfire. Now, the two do try to put out the flames. As right now there is where Deku, him and Clark do begin a battle. And right now Deku, he does sit there, staring down Kal-El in the driveway. It doesn't seem right. Today was supposed to be a good day. Let me what Deku does think. As right now Clark, he does actually get a turn, telling him that he doesn't have time to fight him. And Deku does tell Clark that he was going to have them killed. To which Clark would say no, he would have had them imprisoned. And Deku does shout back at him. So just like Connor then. He is a liar. Why did he tell them that they were dead? And Clark, he doesn't say anything. Before Deku does ask if he really did murder Oliver Queen. Did he actually do this? He's had plans to help Clark. Clark should know that. And Clark, he actually would somewhat frown, telling Duville that there is still time. That he can just come with him. They can work together. He can ignore all of this. Just turn in the Zod and then work with him. They can have their relationship. And Deku does tell him, not gonna happen. And Clark does shout back at the Zod. Right now, he's trying to help them. They don't get it. And Deku, he does watch Clark, who does come rushing for him to attack. And Deku, he does gonna get on the offensive. Him going to fly forwards as the two do clash. Now, there is actually over in Alaska, where Batman and the insurgency, they were hiding. There actually was one person talking about a certain device. Something that they can use to stop Superman. And it required the League. However, the League isn't here. The full League isn't here. They can't get the help of the members of the insurgency. They need the help of the Justice League. But what if it wasn't this one? What if they got the help of another Justice League? And right now, a lot starts to happen. Now, right now, Lex Luthor, he has a few plans. They need to get this done. If they can bring the League here, it will change everything. And right now, there actually is Superman. Superman and Duville, they clash. And Batman, he picks it up. Right now, in Kansas, there's an earthquake happening. So there's one of two things happening. A fight, or let's ignore that. Now, right now, there actually is over at the farm. Deku, he's dodging, before he is going to throw an uppercut at Clark. And Clark is then flung up into the air, as he will go to stop himself, before going to turn. Deku flying up and directly past Clark, who will go to turn his body and going to try and blast out as much as he can. Now, he does blast his heat vision, and Deku does blast his own. The two's blast colliding, as right now over Deku, he does begin to see the force being generated. He does going to throw his hands out and smash them together. Clark actually being knocked backwards, as right now there actually is where Deku just goes flying forwards. him going to actually grab onto Clark and try and hold on to him. Trying to tell Clark that they can still change. They can still work this out. And Clark, he does go to agree, telling the Zod, surrender. To which Deku, he does say no. They can still work this out and make this world better for Lois. And Clark will go to throw his head backwards into Deville's nose. And Deku, he does still hold on. Clark going to throw his head backwards again, and again. The two smashing to the ground. And right now Deku will go to loosen his grip as Superman will go to throw his arms up and breaking Deku's concentration. Now, right now Deku, he does go to lay there as Clark will go to turn around, bring his foot up and stomping down into his chest. And Deku, he'll go to throw his foot up as he does go for a low blow. Now, Deku throws his foot up and Rookie kicks Clark in the upper part of his thigh. And Arnold Clark, he does go stumbling forwards as Deku, he'll go to throw his fist outwards and up high as he can. Him blasting Clark Rookie in the nose. Now, Clark right now is sent flying backwards. Him going to stop himself several feet away as Deku does start to fly again. Him bringing himself up and back onto his feet. Telling Clark never learned how to fight. Clark, he never learned how to deal with a lot. Shut up. No. You want to do a lot, Clark. You want to save this planet. Stand down. It's the only way you can. No. I won't. You leave me no choice, Cal. You and Lois would have been good together. Shut up. No. You need to hear this, Cal. She wasn't your fault. Don't you think I know that? You seem to forget it quite often. You gotta stop talking now. No, I don't. Now, Clark will go rushing forwards, and Deku he does go stepping forwards and bring both of his fists out, smashing both of them directly upwards and in Clark's face. Deku, watching Clark, gets sent flying backwards and through the air, as Deku does go chasing after him. Now, we do actually have Kara. Kara, she does want to intervene. However, right now they're here. Her actually watching as her Bizarro self does get grabbed by a lasso, before being pulled down onto the ground. And Wonder Woman, she does go rushing towards her. Now, there actually is where Kara actually does get to stop Diana. Her actually throwing her fist outwards and smashing her across the face. As she gets sent flying and into the barn. And they just rebuilt that. Now, Kara is a bit annoyed. And right now, there actually is Diana. She goes to get up and gets ready to rush back towards her. As there actually is our Bizarro Kara, she actually does get back up too. Her going to grab the lasso that is still connected to her foot and go to try and pull the rest of it in. Now, Kara does have an idea, asking for the lasso. And right now the two, they take on Wonder Woman. Now, we do actually have back over Deku and Clark. The two are both still fighting. And the members of the insurgency, they have shown up. Now, Batman sees what's going on. The farm is in chaos. And Duville Zod and Clark are fighting. Well, it's what he wanted, but not here. Now, right now Batman, he does try to at least shout at Duville to get Clark on the ground. And right now Deku, he does see Batman. And he's still a bit annoyed. As right now, there is where a lot starts to happen. Right now Lex, he got his suit ready. And he decided that if he's going to go out, he's going to at least send something else to somebody first. Now, right now Lex, he will going to send an email directly to Bruce Wayne. And right now, he does head into battle. Now, we do have where there is somebody else. they begin to understand what's going on. They hear about it. There's Superman. There is a false Superman on their throne. Kill that Superman, and they rule the world. At least so they've been told. Now, right now, Bizarro, he does go to the farm, and he heard powers being used here. Now, Bizarro does show up, and whenever he does try to confront the fake Superman, Clark's confused. However, he's already still angry. And right now, this fake Superman, he is brought down. Now, there is actually the regime. You have Cyborg. Cyborg, he had an idea. He began to try and amplify the sun's rays. And right now he was doing what he did in year 4, where he healed Clark. Right now, though, he's going to try and use this as more of a solar gun. Now, right now, Cyborg, he's going to yell directly at Clark, telling him to come here. Now, whenever people do try to stop Cyborg, he does go flying in. And right now, whenever he does go up and into the air, he does blast Clark with sunlight. And Clark, he does want to sit there for a second, feeling his injuries heal. And right now, he actually does feel a bit more amped up. Now, he's going to turn back. Him going to throw his hand up and punching directly into Bizarro. Now, Bizarro, he's actually taken aback. Him looking down and seeing the hole in his chest. And right now, Deku, he does see it. That is a line. Clark killed another Kryptonian. Bizarro. And right now there actually is Bizarro Kara. Kara, she screams out. And right now, everybody, they're in a bit of chaos. As there is where Lex Luthor, he does arrive. Him seeing his Bizarro being killed. Now, Lex does have a few ideas. And right now he would go to fly directly up and next to Duville. Him asking a few questions and saying a few things that do catch Deku a bit off guard. He does ask if they found anything they could use to potentially stop him. And right now, Clark, he does go to throw down Bizarro's body. It's going to smash into the house, telling them they should have listened to him. Now, Clark, he goes full on psychotic. The way he's acting when he absorbed the yellow sun, the way he's acting right now, he's drunk on power, isn't he? Now, the goodness don't see it. And he would go to tell Lex Luthor. He can distract him, but Lex is going to need to do something. What is it? The farm. Blue kryptonite. If you can, shoot him with it. You want me to shoot him with kryptonite? Yeah. Blue. If I remember correctly, that one depowers you, doesn't it? It does. In the farmhouse, there should be one. Now, they go and tell Luthor. In his room, the first drawer. Top one. Right. Small lead box. Got it. Now, Lexus go flying away. And right now there actually is Shazam. Shazam, he shows up. He hears about a lot happening. And whenever Diana called his name, he showed up to even the odds in her battle. Now, right now, this is looking bad. Right now, Lex, he's worried. If this doesn't go good, then things are going to be worse. Things aren't going to be okay. Now, there is where Deku, he does go rocketing upwards into the sky. And Clark will go to follow after him. As Cyborg, he's left there. Now, there actually is Deku. Deku, right now he's flying up high. He is trying to get away from here. If he can get off of Earth and towards the sun, then Cal, he'll be forced to follow him. Stop him from powering up. He already knows what he's doing. And right now Clark, he's gaining a massive amount of speed. Deku, he already zoomed by the moon. And then he got directly past the next planet. Before Cal, he finally caught up. And Deku, he had to try and actually hold on to Cal as the two, they were flying towards the sun. Now, Clark tried to blast Deku with sunlight, if not the, well, heat vision. And Deku, he just tried to blast his back. As you know, while Clark, he does hold on to Deku, Deku is going to bring back his fist and smash them across Clark's face. And Deku, he does going to feel it. Left, right, again and again. Before, right now, there is, whenever Deku, he does go to throw a punch that does actually hurt Clark. And Clark, he's a bit surprised. Him actually bleeding from the face, as Deku does feel himself being pumped up with energy. Now, the two do smash directly onto the surface of the sun. And right now the two, they are supercharged. However, right now we do actually have on Earth. Where Earth, they're unaware as to the clash that's happening on the sun. Right now, Bizarro, Kara, and Kara herself, these two are facing off. But right now, there is something else happening. Right now, we have Barry Allen, the fastest man alive. The fastest man alive couldn't time travel. He couldn't go back in time. He couldn't change the timeline. Because what happened may have killed one of Eobard's ancestors. Something bad happened. And right now, he's paying for it. And he decided to do something. He saw that the battle was a bit uneven. But what if it turned in someone's favor? And right now, Bizarro Duville, he's released from his cell. And he's told about what the hell is going on. Now, right now he's told about the angry Amazon. The one who is trying to kill his girlfriend. Now, Bizarro Duville is a bit confused. He has a girlfriend? Now, Bizarro, he's told about what the hell's going on. As Flash, he does get to grab onto him and race him back to the battlefield. Now, right now everybody, they're trying to take on the threat. And right now, we do actually have where Wonder Woman, she is trying to slash at and attack Kara. However, Kara, she actually is showing to be very proficient in physical combat. It's very interesting. Her actually trying to dodge. As Kara, she does get to throw up her fist and outwards. Before she actually does get to bring up the other one, before going to blast heat vision. Now, Diana, she does try to deflect the heat vision. However, she does get hit across the face with an uppercut. Now, Diana, she does go to drop her sword. And right now there is over Kara. She'll go stepping forwards and clocking Diana again. Now, Diana stand there looking at Kara. Her nose busted as Diana, she does going to send out another hook directly at Kara. Now, right now there actually is Shazam. So Shazam, he's not too sure. Right now he's blasting lightning at the copy. He was told to kill it. Right now Diana, she wants this thing to be killed. Superman, he killed the other Bizarro. So, they're all on a hit list. Now, right now there is Duville. He does come rocketing in and smashing directly into Shazam. As right now, everybody, they do get a turn and see it. Kara actually turning her head and seeing Duville? Now, Bizarro, he was going to say it. To not hurt her. Now, right now Shazam, he does get a look at both of them. Before he was going to turn his head and ask, is it weird that he's getting deja vu? Now, Wonder Woman would try to tell him not to get distracted and to fight like a warrior. Now, Shazam, he does try to at least follow that advice. him going to look back before he's clocked directly across the face. Now, right now, Bizarro, Duville, and Kara team up on Shazam, and that does leave Kara with Wonder Woman. And Lex Luthor, he decides to help out Kara right now. Now, right now, right now, Batman, he also does decide to jump in. Now, I believe I said he was here. I'm trying to remember all the fights and everything else going on. Now, right now, they all do jump in. The insurgents, they try to fight and take down these two. Right now, though, Flash is not fighting. And Hal, yeah, he was still trying to find Bizarro. By the time he got reports that Bizarro was rocketing towards Kansas, he wasn't even close to there. Now, right now though, there actually is Wonder Woman and Shazam. Both of them are both taken down by the lasso. They get Shazam to say his own name, and after that's all said and done, they knocked him out. Billy was taken down. And then there was Wonder Woman, a powerful warrior, overcome by 3 Kryptonians and somebody who has the tech to fight one. Now, Wonder Woman, she's taken down. And right now there actually is back on the sun. Deku and Superman, both the two are dipped in the solar flames. They can hear it, the powerful sounds of the sun. And the two are both throwing back this force, trying to take each other down. And Deku, right now he is going to send out a blow, smashing it across Clark's face as the blow could have shattered an entire planet. What happens there is simple. Clark, he gets sent flying backwards. Him going to grab down before going to rush forwards again. And the two, they do go grabbing at each other, diving into the sun itself. Now, Deku, he does going to bring his hands up. Him going to smash Clark directly across the ears. Before Clark, he does go somewhat grabbing towards his head, and Deku, he would grab up at his head, smashing the sides of it to try and give him a migraine. Now, Clark, yeah. Deku, he tries to dismantle him. The two launching from the sun, as Deku is the one who got Clark away from it. The two could fight for eternity, if they stay here. The two, their fight would go on forever. And that is the worst part of all this. The two are gods. That being what Deku does think. The two is smashing through an asteroid. But the two have unlimited power. That being what Deku does think. The two flying far. And right now Deku, he just smashed Clark down onto another planet. The two breaking into it. Now, Clark, he does going to try and stand up. And Deku, he does currently sit there smashing Clark across the face. Now, Clark is trying to bring his hands up. Him going to bring his hand up and smash Duville directly in the chest. Him trying to hit him in the heart. Now, Clark is going to do this. However, Deku, he's not sent flying. As Deku, he is holding directly onto Clark's arm. And Clark would actually go to try and grab at Duville's arm. And the two, they're trying to see who's stronger. Trying to see which one will break first. As Deku, he does going to throw down his right fist, smashing directly into Cal's throat. Now, right now Deku will go to pull back his fist. Clark bringing up his other hand as Deku, he'll go to turn and grab the other fist, going to smash his forehead directly down into Kal-El's. Now, Deku does continue, over and over, the two cracking the planet. It feels bad. Deku pulling back his head, smashing it forwards again, as streaks of blood are sent flying. He thinks about it. Him smashing Clark again. Over and over. He thinks about it. Cal, the way he's going crazy. It's sad. Him smashing Clark across the face again. And Clark right now, he actually does go to let go one of Deku's arms. Deku actually bringing his fist backwards and smashing Cal across the face. Now, they're going to stare at Clark. And Clark, he actually going to bring his hands up and smash Deku across the face. Now, they're going to tell Clark, as right now he does sit there, him somewhat panting a bit. He feels the solar energy draining fast. Powerful but fleeting. That's what he feels. Now, Deku, he does tell Cal. Cal actually trying to blast Deku with more heat vision. Right now, it's not enough. Now, Kal-El is a bit confused, and Deku just tried to explain to him. He tried so much. They tried so goddamn much to help him. But what happened to Cal? Cal laying there. As Deku just expressed to him, Cal went bonkers. He hates him, doesn't he? He knew from the very moment he arrived that Young Justice, the team, took him in. Is that it? All of his friends are dead. That's what he tells him. The only person he had left was Kara. Is that what he wants to know? Deku, right now, he does sit there still angry, as Clark is going to bring his hands up and grab onto DeVille. And Deku, he actually does feel Clark smash him across the face. Him turning back to Clark and telling him, work it out. Talk to him. Say something. Now, Clark tries to talk, and right now he just does get madder and madder. Right now, he doesn't like it. He tells Deku he hates it that him and Kara are dating. He doesn't like it. She's his family, and he cares for her. But Duville, he's the only other Kryptonian around he knew. Until recently. He feels reminded about it. Now, Deku just gets socked across the face. And right now, Deku, he actually does go to stand up. Now, Clark, he actually does try to stand. Right now, he feels a bit weakened, but he doesn't understand. Now, Clark is going to bring his hands up. And Deku, he does going to actually at least bring his own hands up as well. The two being another match. This being their second win. Now, the planet is subjected to destruction. And right now, one of them, they are left there floating in the ruins of it. After the two, they went a little too far. Now, returning to Earth right now is Superman. And right now he would go to scoop up his allies, Billy and Wonder Woman. Whenever he came back, Billy, he was able to get free. He woke up, and he was able to say the magic words. And he attacked Lex Luthor, who was trying to shoot him with a blue kryptonite-strapped missile. Isn't that lovely? Now, right now, Luthor, his plan was simple. But Superman, he came in, smashing the Lex and killing him. Now, a lot of people, they saw this. And right now, Lex, he was not alone. Right now, Kara, she just tried to blast directly at her cousin. As right now, Superman, he does go to attack. Now, Superman right now, he does attack both of the Bizarros. Him actually sending the Kara one flying, as the Duville one, he does actually attack. This one being grabbed by the throat, as right now Superman, he does go to quickly snap its neck. Now, right now Bizarro Duville, he does get sent to falling forwards. And then there actually is where Deku, or Superman, he would turn and grab Diana. Him flying her away. Now, right now the regime does go to regroup. And right now Deku, he is left there floating in the vacuum of space. He was surprised. Clark fought to kill, yet he's still alive. He didn't fight to kill. And yet, Clark is the one who died. Because all that remains is Superman. The man is dead. But what about his plan for Clark? His plan to stop him? Yeah, it seems like that plan might have to come to right now. Plan L. Now, whenever Deku does get back to the land of the living, he does come back to Earth. And right now he does hear about a lot that happened. As there actually was a Superman, he was talking to his allies. Everybody who's here. Everybody who is on his side. And he does get to finally put the final nail in the coffin. The world, they hate him. The world, they are against them, the regime. The regime has made the world better. The regime has saved more people than imaginable. If they don't want the regime's protection, how about they make an example? Metropolis may not have been enough. How about they turn Gotham and Metropolis into a glass floor? Now, one person does disagree with this, and that would be Shazam. Now, right now Clark, he will get to hear Shazam talk about it. What they're doing is wrong. There needs to be limits. There needs to be restrictions. Everything up to this point, Shazam, he could stomach because he thought it was the right thing. They were hurting villains. They were going after bad guys. But this is unwarranted murder on a mass scale. Now, Superman, he's annoyed. And he would go to kill Shazam. Now, Shazam, he tried to say the word. Say the word that gives him power. Superman, he wouldn't murder a child. However, it seems like even then, a teenager. Shazam, who was 17 at the time. Superman, he saw that as fair game. He blasted him with cold breath. And then he used his heat vision. Now, with that being said, I feel like I have to include that just to drive home how fucked the Injustice timeline was. Like, I love this game and this comic, but Jesus Christ. Now, with that being said, that cements Superman's evil side, his evil nature. Diana can still stand by him, but right now two people cannot. Right now, you have Barry Allen and Hal Jordan. The two, they defect from the regime. And that puts the final nail in that coffin. No super pills, no Lex Luthor. Two powerful allies changing sides. And right now, that says it all. And Batman, he actually does try to help Duville out. However, he's a bit concerned with something else. Lex Luthor sent him a message. It was a set of coordinates. And where this was, he didn't know. But whenever he arrived, he found somebody. Mercy. And the fourth clone. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.